throw it to Dan to talk about 290 North Street first.
Thank you, Mr. President, members of the association. My name is Daniel Toscano. I'm going to introduce Matt Olson and his wife Jeanette Olson, if they can join me up here if they like. I represent them. They just recently purchased 290 North Street. I'm going to pass out some handouts and maybe everybody can share. Great. So for the record, my name is Daniel Toscano. My law office is located at 15 Broad Street, Suite 610, Boston, Mass. 02109. And once again, I'm proud to stand here next to Matt Olson, his wife Jeanette Olson, who purchased 290 North Street. We had applied to the ZBA, and I'm going to try to talk fast because I know there's some other things on the agenda. We applied to the ZBA to change the occupancy of the current residences. Right now, it's a single-family resident and a bed and breakfast. There's approximately 5 rooms that have been rented as a bed and breakfast. People may know this particular property from Leo Caruso and his wife Patricia, or former wife Patricia Muse, who owned the property and was running the bed and breakfast. We want to change the occupancy to 4 residential units. We're going to sell them as condos. Matt and Jeanette are actually going to live on the first floor, so they're currently living there. They're going to be owner-occupied units. They're also going to be in charge of selling the units to the other 3 units to potential buyers. And yeah, I can tell you that Jeanette's going to be pretty strict on who purchases these units, because they're going to be living there, and hopefully they're going to get good quality tenants and a good condo association. We have a Board of Appeals ZBA hearing date of April the 26th. The violation that we're seeking relief from is off-street parking violation. As with 4 residential units, you need 4 residential parking spots. The existing building is there. There's no exterior work. There's no other violation. They certainly have an existing building, unable to put parking on the premises, so they're seeking relief. In reality, as of right now, we're operating as a 1 residential unit in bed and breakfast. The zoning code allows what they're supposed to have is 1 residential parking and a half a parking spot per each room that's being rented. So if you calculate it, it's about 3.5 parking spots that should have been there now. We're really seeking an additional half a parking spot there. To give you a little description of the floor plan, as you can see, the Olsons are going to be living on the first floor, on the ground floor level, which is approximately 2,500, a little bit more, 2,500 square feet of space, a 3-bedroom unit. The second floor and the third floor is going to be a duplex, approximately the same amount of square footage. The 4th floor and the existing 5th floor is going to be flat units, 2-bedroom units. All the units have open space already existing. One of the biggest issues that we encountered was the existing roof deck, which was a common roof deck to the bed and breakfast. The Olsons have decided, and what they're going to do is deed that roof deck to unit number 2, so it becomes the exclusive use of unit number 2, which hopefully will curtail any noise concerns and make it exclusive. So it's not a common roof deck, so it's the exclusive use of the unit 2. The other additional significant change that we made, I believe this matter was before this community before, to change the occupancy to 5 residential units. After looking at the plans, they had decreased it to 4 residential units, so hopefully we can curtail the number of families, number of units in the property. So with that said, I'm more than happy to answer any questions.
Great. First, I'd like to ask, are there any abutters of 290 North Street in the audience? You'll get first crack at questions, and we will go questions first and then comments, and we're going to run it fast. So, abutters, no. David, did you have a question?
Well, it's a combination. I like the idea of this because it will take units that are now short-term units and turn them into potential long-term resident units. There are too many units in our neighborhood that are going the other way. Too many former apartments have been turned into boutique hotels or student housing or Airbnb. It goes on and on and on. Because I would guess that there are hundreds of units now in the North End that are short-term units. That means there's less units for those who want to live here and call this neighborhood home, and therefore we end up losing our sense of community. So I support it for that reason. Of course, in the past, this organization, I think, has opposed this change when Leonardo Caruso proposed it because the abutters were against it. Do you now have any abutter opposition to this?
Well, we've had lots of discussions with the Petrino family. They're not here today. They did appear at the abutters meeting. They expressed some of the concerns. One of the biggest concerns was the open space. We spoke with them about making the roof deck exclusive use of Unit 2. So, which I believe they were very happy with, that we made that change. I can't sit here and tell you whether they're gonna be in opposition to it or support it, but so.
And they were informed about this meeting?
Oh, absolutely. And I've had numerous conversations with the Petrino family as well, and also the Olsons have had conversations with the family.
Thank you.
Are the oldest living here now?
They are, they're living in the unit, and that's gonna be the Unit 1, and the ground level is gonna be
And
their
they're all going to be
unit.
condos. so-
Condos. Right, no exterior work in the property, everything's interior.
Are there any other questions or comments? And I would remind everyone, please state your name and address when you make comments.
Victor Bronny, Atlantic Avenue.
Go ahead.
Just a question, I'm curious, is this, are these drawings to scale? Is it as long and skinny as that?
Yeah.
It is. It's about 18 feet wide and about 72 feet long for a four-bladed building.
Well, I've seen it from the outside.
Other comments, questions? So I think we, oh, yeah, please, sorry, please.
My name's Thomas Morris. I'm the manager at Warden Health on North Street. We are a business that abuts the Olsons. I would say, just for a business perspective, it certainly would be more appealing to my business to have residents living next door, permanent residents, than kind of people coming and going. So as a business manager, partial owner of Warden Health, I'm very much in favor of that.
Great, thank you, Ed.
Are you still operating?
And Devlin.
And Devlin, like Carol, I live in the Prince building, which is right around the corner.
Yep,
Are you still operating as a B&B?
we are right now, yeah. It's been interesting. It's been interesting. It's been great, but it's just not a long-term plan for us. Matt and I hope to start a family at some point, and as I certainly appreciate Tricia's work in running the bed and breakfast while bringing up a family, it's just not for us. So our hope is to kind of stop that and be able to keep it more Matt and I and the other folks that we, interview to potentially buy these condos and live there. So, yeah. Oh, we're very excited about it. Absolutely.
Great. So if there are no more questions, Victor, did you want to say something?
No.
Okay, good.
I'd like to make a motion.
Yes, if there are no more questions, then Victor, make your motion.
I move that we vote to, whatever the ballot is.
Yes.
Support or oppose
Yes.
item
So
number 1 on the agenda.
item number 1, if you are in favor of us writing a letter supporting the zoning board of appeal change to the occupancy of the building, then circle support on edge, I'm sure. The vote for 290 North Street is 27 in support and only 1 in opposition. We'll be writing a letter in support of the zoning